I like this trial system since it has people who uses wheelchair in mind. I'm an occupational therapy student and I'm all about universal design. Um, Universal design is a design where it's accessible to everybody versus accessibility where only certain group of people can use. For example, a ramp would be an universal design while wheelchair elevator is for people who uses wheelchair. Anyway, just FYI, I didn't plan this trial out, but I'm hoping to show you all of the trials from level 1 to 4. However, I do plan on coming back here to show you predominantly level 4 hike, since that's my favorite level. I know, I'm crazy, but this is my first park that I went to when I first moved down to Texas, and I was on level 4 trial. This scenery was unbelievable.
There's this picture of a hat all the places.
So keep an eye out for the next video. Now, this is where I will be sharing 10 perks of being deaf. Perk number 1, sleeping through anything. This came in handy when the apartment complex office decided to replace the roofs after a hailstorm. Apparently they started working at crack of dawn and didn't stop until like 5 or 6 in the evening. I got to sleep in till like 6:30 or 7, so that was nice. Perk number 2, reprieve from noise anytime I want. If I'm trying to study or read and there are so many noise distractions going on, like air vents kicking on or clicking of the pens, coughing, dogs barking, and what have you, I just turn my processor off and then silence. Peaceful silence. Also useful when you have a migraine and pain medicine isn't cutting it. Or even better, public bathrooms. I definitely don't want to hear other people doing their business. Oh, or kids. I babysit for a friend of mine, and one of her kids has a strong pair of lungs. Every time I send her down for a nap, I swear she becomes a sub-opera singer. It was hilarious to listen to. Perk number 3, ignoring an inquisitive friend during a movie. I have a friend who kept asking me and other friends questions about a movie that we would be watching together. While they would be busy telling him to shut up and watch, I just turn off my processor and enjoy the rest of the movie in silence. You should have seen their faces. They were green with envy. While we're on movies, perk number 4, being able to watch a TV show or a movie at any time without disturbing anyone. Since I use closed caption, I can mute a TV or computer and easily enjoy watching anything I want without interrupting anybody, like roommates trying to study or whatever. Unfortunately, the only time I can't do that is on news. These people talk too fast for the captioners that they end up putting up paragraph of captions. Another reason why I don't watch the news. Perk number 5. Getting hearing friends or family used to seeing closed caption. When I first started dating my husband, I had to teach his mother on how to turn on closed caption. After that, she automatically turns it on whenever we're visiting her. I think she said it felt weird not seeing captions when I'm around. Probably a good thing. Anyway, my husband started watching shows or movies with captions shortly after dating me. Apparently, his mind would freak out if they're not on, and he would be sitting there trying to figure out what was wrong before he realized that it wasn't on. And every time we have a movie night, my friends would already have captions on and ready to go for me. Sure, they complained about it, but they knew that I needed to keep up with the movie, so that's good. Perk number 6. Getting to scare friends and family with my alarm clock. You see, my alarm clock shakes my bed, causing me to wake up. I'm used to this, so it doesn't bother me. However, whenever I have a sleepover with a hearing friend, I would internally cackle about it and wait for the morning to come. The second my alarm goes off, they either bolt out of bed thinking it was earthquake, or jerk awake, then freeze, trying to figure out what was going on. It was hilarious. Perk number 7. Being born to hearing family equal having great compacts themselves. I know this is not a perk of mine, but it sure is a funny story. I don't know what prompted my brother to say this to my dad, but I'm sure there was a reason for it. Oh. Okay, this must be Watermill Trail. This is level 4, just so you know. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah. My brother, later in the conversation between Dad and Ben, he told Dad, "You're deaf." Dad said, "Huh?" Ben, "I said you're, every time. Still funny as the first time. Speaking of compacts, perk number 8. Responding to a scathing question, "Are you deaf?" Why, yes I am. I'm glad he noticed. I'm still waiting for that though. Nobody used that on me in middle school or high school. Probably because everybody knew I'm deaf. So, probably be a stupid question to ask. Darn. Oh well. Those of you who are deaf or hard of hearing, definitely do this and let me know what happens in the comment down below. I truly want to know what their general reaction might be. While we're on reactions, perk number 9, surprising strangers with the fact that you're deaf. This is probably my favorite perk. I would be talking with a stranger, and if we happen to go into an area where I'm having more difficulty hearing them, and they're not doing a very good job of looking at me while walking, I just stop them and say, "I'm sorry, I'm deaf, but I have a cochlear implant that allows me to hear. I just need to read your lips to keep up with you. They would be so taken back by that fact, and usually respond, "You speak so well for a deaf person." While it shouldn't be something you say to us, I get giddy at that comment because it lets them know that, hey, not all of us only sign. We can talk to. It just takes us a little longer because of lack of auditory input. Perk number 10, not worrying about hearing damage. This goes for shooting cobwebs. Anyway, this goes for shooting ranges, concerts, motorcycles, and whatever else that can cause noise-induced hearing loss. I'm already deaf, so I'm like, psh, this won't have any effect on me. However, I do need to take care of my processor. It can have noise-induced hearing loss. Thankfully, we can fix that with a little bit of programming with an audiologist. But if I do that every year, it can get expensive. So definitely take care of it. Alright, there you go. The perks of being deaf. Now I was thinking about what to do for the next video. I know that I told you that I'm planning on coming back here for a predominantly level 4 hike. However, I'm also thinking about making a video on accessible devices for the deaf community. I thought that would be an interesting video for you guys so you can see what's out there for us, especially if you happen to have a deaf member being born to a hearing family, which is not uncommon. If I remember this correctly, 90% of deaf people were born to a hearing family. Then again, that might have changed, so I would definitely look it up to make sure that that is correct. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and comments down below. And I will see you next Saturday. Bye!